Welcome to the behind the scenes of our photo shoot for our newest holiday collection with Target. I'm going to show you 5 tips for holiday decorating. Let's start with the front door. We have incorporated lots of greenery. I love the look of greenery in the holidays. It really just brings everything to life, and this front porch is a good example of how you can layer all different styles of greenery together. So we've got the garlands. You don't need a big porch to have a garland moment. You can do a great look with garland just around the door itself. I love this wreath because it has this really interesting shape that directs downward and then it has a nice natural detail at the top. I love to mix natural details even in the holidays, like these cute wicker planters that are on the trees on either side of the front door. And then again, you're seeing another natural element with the front doormat. You want to create a focal point in your space, and I'm going to show you 3 different mantle looks so that you can design it in your own way. The first look I have here, we went maximal with our styling. We have this really beautiful garland and I wanted to incorporate these deep burgundy and then brighter red tones throughout it. You get that sprig of the leaves and then the berries, which I love, that it adds some color, and it's a great way to tie in other accessories like these stockings. These stockings are really cute with the scallop, and we designed these new stocking holders that I'm really excited about because you can personalize your space so easily by adding in a picture of your own. If you want this full maximal look, don't forget to pick up multiple garlands so that it can extend past the ends and then drape all the way to the floor. We didn't stop with just a garland and stockings. We went beyond. We layered in front of the mirror. We have this really pretty print here. It has some green, it ties into the garland, and then we have these vintage inspired gold trees, and I love that they are adding that soft kind of glam look, and then they tie in with the stocking holders. We also did sconces on the sides of the mirror, and I love the plaid pleated shade on them. It reads holiday because we've paired it with holiday greenery, but these are so cute and charming all year round. The second look is all about the stockings. We use this beautiful pattern as our jumping off point to build the entire look. So we have a really great deep red and golden tone and green, and you can see that pulled into all of the pieces behind me. We have the nutcrackers, which I think this natural tone ties into this kind of natural golden tone happening through the pattern, as well as the really cute Merry Christmas sleigh and Santa behind me with the red mat. I love that you're getting a really strong hit of color anywhere you place this. I love leaned artwork on a mantle, but this would look good leaned on a console or hung in a vignette. We did this really great garland here that you saw in the previous look, but I also would love these stockings with the magnolia because you can see like the back side of the magnolia leaf really ties into the colors that we have on the stocking. The stockings are also offered in a coordinating tree skirt. There's one more thing that I want to show you because it might be one of my favorite pieces in the whole look, and that is the stocking holder. So it is this really beautiful burgundy marble with nice veining and then a brass hook. You can see that that color ties into the tones on the stocking, this little leaf that we have happening here in the garland, and I love the heavyweight, the nice material, and it's a little bit more subtle on this mantle. It's not the focal point, but it's all about the material. For our third mantle look, I'm calling this my evergreen look, and that is a lot of layers of green tones all together. Let's start with the garland. So we have mixed foliage. When we were designing this, we wanted different types of greenery and textures. So you have this evergreen, and then you have this really nice leaf detail, and then the accents of 2 types of berries. We have this white berry and then a really pretty soft blue tone that is just a really soft look, but it adds interest throughout the garland. Then we've layered more green with the green marble. I love this green marble, and then the green stockings. The detail here is the scale mixing. I love that we get a mixed pattern, but it works together and it just really brings these stockings to life. We've layered a lot of greens together, but I also think it's important to pick a few areas to break it up. And that works really nicely with our wicker trees here. They come in 3 different sizes. I love the shape and the tone of them. And then over on this other side, I love the 12 Days of Christmas artwork. It's so sweet. I can't wait to use this in my own home. And you can see the little pictures that incorporate. They have subtle hints of green as well. And then I love to do like a ribbon or an ornament on stockings to add another layer, but it also adds another layer of personalization. You can do this little bird ornament that we designed. I also love the frame ornament because you could put a picture of your kid in there and just really make it yours. If you're looking to transform the look of your tree, I think that focusing on a new color palette that carries throughout your tree from top to bottom and then mixing in personal ornaments that you already have is the way to go. So you can see that we took all of these beautiful velvet ornaments in a strong color palette that works together really beautifully and adds a lot of texture to the tree. We have a lot of velvets that incorporate these ribbing details. I was really inspired by kind of the swirl effect, this gold accent, and then I love the way the frame plays off of those gold accents, and it allows you to personalize your tree. You could put these little frames all over your tree and have lots of memories all in one spot. Are you team collar or skirt when you're designing your tree look for the year? I love both and I can't choose, but I have to show you this new collar. It is a wicker material with a scallop all the way around, and I love that it adds that more natural touch and just a playful kind of scalloped profile, and it stands against this really tall, beautiful tree. But the nice thing is that it works with all different sizes of trees. When you're hosting for the holidays and you want to add that holiday feel into your space, there are a few things that I like to do that always work. And the first is to incorporate different types of candles. So I love a holiday scent. I think it just sets the tone as soon as you walk into the space. And I have a candle here. This is a large jar with a really beautiful faceted edge and then a gold rim, and it smells incredible. Then I like to mix the shapes of my candles in the space. So I have the candle here, and then I have tapers over on the console behind the sofa. They're red and they have this really beautiful twist detail. And I love that the hurricanes work in the holidays and they feel like you bought them for the holidays, but then you could switch out the candle and it would work all year round. Textiles are a big one because I can take my classic furniture pieces, this beautiful slip covered sofa, this striped ottoman, and these really cool chairs and bring a whole new look to them when I add in new pillows. This season I was really inspired by maximalist pattern mixing, and this look doesn't incorporate a single solid. We just layered on the pattern, and it's all about mixing the scale and the textures. So we've got a plaid, a floral, and then this really cute Good Tidings pillow. And the pillow here brings the whole color palette together, and then we've paid attention to how the textures and the patterns mix. So we're contrasting more organic shapes with cleaner lines, and then also looking at smoother textures like what's happening back here with something like this embroidery detail on this wreath pillow. Decorative accents work all year round in your space to add personality. But in the holidays, they really just add that extra charming detail. And so I want to be mindful of how to keep it elevated, but also feel really charming. And I think that the gold reindeer object, it feels sophisticated, but it's also just very sweet. And I love it on a stack of books. I think it would work on a mantle. And it is a nice layer that you could put next to another larger vase or a hurricane like we have here. This candle snuffer, it is not necessarily a holiday object, but I think that the gold material here next to the candle makes it feel more holiday. During the holidays, we tend to dress up our dining spaces more than any other time of year. And we have gone big with what's happening in this dining look, and I am loving every single piece. Starting with the beautiful tablecloth, it really just I mean, when you walk in here, it is shouting holiday in the best possible way. I loved this pattern so much that it's on a tablecloth, and we also have it on a pillow. It is a perfect combination of all the holiday colors, and it allows us to layer all sorts of different things on top of it. This runner is great because it looks good layered on top of this floral, but it would also look good on a table alone. We've incorporated these really pretty trees. I was inspired by a plaster texture applied to a tree shape, and you see that it has this great kind of vintage inspired feel and a matte texture, which pairs really well with some of the more glam metals and glasses that we see during the holidays. It's not an overt dining table accessory. This could work on a mantle or a console table, but they look great on this table next to the arrangement, so you kind of build the height from the center down. I love to incorporate taper candles wherever I can, and a dining look is the perfect place to do it. And we've showcased these really beautiful brass taper candle holders, and I love that the green adds a holiday feel, but you could use these all year long. The actual place settings are stunning because of this napkin. This detail isn't printed, it's embroidered, and it feels so luxe. And I love it sitting on top of these textured neutral plates. And these work all year round, and then it just takes it to a more holiday place when we add the beautiful layered textiles around them. One final touch. These platters, I love the red, I love the nostalgia. They're so great. They have this wavy edge detail, and I will use these for Santa's cookies and also as a decorative detail on my walls. My newest collection for Target is pattern heavy and full of details. We've got scallops, mixed plaids, and calming it down with a few winter whites. And it's all available to shop now.